what he said. You can't trust him. Let's just continue on with the same Obama policies because we're going to have somebody in the White House really soon because we're going to get him impeached. We're going to have him removed. This is what he's telling these people. This is what the resistance group is telling its followers. This is what the networks are propagating, saying that we're getting rid of them. And yet there is absolutely nothing whatsoever to get them for. And if, like I said in the first hour, if they had anything, they would do it. And just be reminded of this. They impeached William Jefferson Clinton, but he still stayed in the White House, didn't he? He didn't pay anybody off, Donald Trump. He didn't lie about anything. They didn't burn any records, destroy any evidence like Watergate. Let's get real, folks. But that's what they're going to spend their energy, their effort, their time by lying and conniving. Quite honestly, it sounds pretty satanic to me. A lot of these people have sold their souls out to the devil anyway. I'm convinced of it. They have no soul. I think they belong to the Church of Satan because that's how they live their lives, lying and conniving every step of the way with a big smile on their face like Hillary Rotten Clinton. And by the way, they don't have a foundation anymore. That's dried up. Money's gone. They spent it. None of the foreign countries are writing the checks anymore because they lost all credibility. All that money that was donated for the children coming from countries that actually kill children, kill gays, murder them, don't have that freedom, and don't care about women's rights. They spent all that money, and I call that blood money. But that's nothing new for the Clintons and nothing new for a lot of the left. And that should outrage any liberal. And by the way, I totally recommend for reading, if you really want to educate yourself about the Clinton cash trail, where that money went, who gave them all that money, how they became that wealthy, is Peter Schweitzer's book, Clinton Cash. We've interviewed him when we were doing interviews with authors, and we were doing that. We had him on, but that book is still relevant today. Investigative reporter on the scene, Peter Schweitzer, knows the Clintons better than anybody. The only other person that I thought did a pretty darn good job with the Clintons was J.D. Cash from Oklahoma City, but he passed away. Great reporter. But many other reporters have called them on their crap. But liberals look the other way. They don't want to hear any of it. And still, they can do no wrong, no matter what they did. And that's a shame. They covered for them. Talking about the executives that have covered for Matt Lauer or any other personality that covered him. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Bad. Shame on them. But that's called integrity, folks. Integrity. And it's lacking. And it's a shame. By the way, North Korea's ICBM missile, according to an expert that I've been reading about, has a big fear and concern, and that is that North Korea's ICBMs could carry decoys to confuse U.S. missile defense systems, according to this expert. The advanced intercontinental ballistic missile unveiled by North Korea last week is capable of reaching any major U.S. city and may be able, once again, to disguise itself en route to its final destination. The Hwasong-15 rocket could be equipped to carry decoys in a bid to evade U.S. military interceptors such as the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense System. Michael Ellman, the senior fellow for missile defense at International Institute for Strategic Studies, was telling Fox News, and one of the unfortunate implications of the recent test, because it is so much larger in size, it also has the capacity to carry decoys that would further confuse our missile defense It increases the probability that it could evade THAAD, Elman said. Whether it's North Korea has tested decoys or countermeasures is unclear, but it has the way to carry simple decoys. It can do that right now. And the decoys could be as simple as Mylar balloons that could trick the system radar as the ICBM fires straight towards the U.S. Folks, that's amazingly concerning, and I am so glad that somebody pointed that out. Because what they have been doing is firing, and it's like the little boy that cried wolf. What if? He does it, and we're not ready. Another book, by the way, and I recommend them, is that Lights Out. You may have heard me recommend it before with Ted Koppel. What if he does one of these decoys and one of them implodes over North America and knocks out our entire power grid? It's Lights Out. And that's Ted Koppel, the other newsman from ABC. He's retired, but he wrote that book several years ago. Man, it's revealing and will open up your eyes like never before. You won't even believe it. Decoys throw us off total guard, and we won't even know it's coming. We need to take this guy out. We need to take his systems out sooner rather than later. Increasingly, folks, this man has weapons of mass destruction that could kill a bunch of us over here and our allies. Us or them. Folks, I am rooting for America and our allies. I would imagine there's going to be some kind of military operation before Christmas. I can't imagine it going much further than this, because that would give them much more of an advantage to be able to do what they want to do ultimately. And they want to achieve this feat of being able to go outside of our atmosphere, come back down, and that it would be able to re-enter the atmosphere. And that's the one thing that they hear the pundits talking about. And once they reach that, folks, that is going to be the Achilles heel, folks. That is going to be what's going to destroy anywhere in the world. Do we want them to have that technology? Some say they already have it. Others that monitor it saying they're weeks away from it. Military action has to be taken in some form. What that is, I don't know, but they need to get busy.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us and went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms, and the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew is I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it, don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
The Wounded Warrior Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on. To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please, call or go online with your gift right now.
For the people is there.
Your American Heritage. William Henry Harrison is one of our least known American presidents. He died in office in 1841, just 1 month after his inauguration. But he's generally regarded as the father of modern-day campaigning. He was the first to use placards, emblems, floats, and campaign hats, along with songs and slogans. His was an unusual and exciting campaign, but many turned up their noses at the excesses, calling them tasteless, abusive, and evasive. Nonetheless, he won, and shortly thereafter faded into the mists of political memory. This has been Don Keyes with a campaign poster look at William Henry Harrison, an unusual figure in your American heritage.
Proudly keeping your American heritage alive each and every day on For the People and this station. Join us Monday through Friday right here for another edition of Your American History.
Introducing the official For the People coffee mug featuring the colorful red, white, and blue For the People logo with Keith Allen on a ceramic 11-ounce coffee mug, perfect for any hot beverage of your choice. This mug is a great reminder of what we stand for: God, country, and family, with conservative values and good old-fashioned common sense. To order your For the People coffee mug, pay just $20 plus $3.99 shipping and handling at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And enjoy.
Some things in life need a little attention. Like a plant. If not watered, it begins to turn brown. But if watered properly, its leaves turn green again. Like a plant, For the People needs watering too. Your thoughtfulness provides sustainability for us to grow and reach our full potential. You see, For the People depends on you to broadcast this program, to help inform and educate folks so you can make a difference right where you are. Grab your watering can and join us as we endeavor to make a difference in people's lives each and every day. To donate, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Just look for the watering can and water as much as you can. At For the People, our garden is full of opportunities, and planting something allows others to enjoy the benefits. At For the People, our mission is simple: give you the news that matters with good old-fashioned common sense, mixed with a conservative point of view. Simply log on to our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Thanks for your support.
It's 6 a.m. 40 million Americans are waking up to a Gillette shave. And at our factory in Boston, 1,200 workers are starting their day building on over 100 years of heritage, craftsmanship, and innovation. Today, we're bringing you America's #1 shave at lower prices every day, putting money back in the pockets of millions of Americans. As one of those workers, I'm proud to bring you Gillette quality for less, because nobody can beat the men and women of Gillette. Gillette, the best a man can get.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate online at carsforkids.com. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll get a vacation voucher and maximum tax deduction.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Keith Allen and For the People. You know, everybody's kind of entitled to their opinions, but this senator, I don't know if he wanted to retract some of his words, but he's kind of getting a little flack for this. Who I'm talking about is Senator Chuck Grassley. And here is Edmund D. Mark, who wrote this article for Fox News, and the titlement at the top of the page says, Grassley criticized for comments on taxpayers who waste money on booze and women. Senator Grassley of Iowa said in an interview on Saturday that he is in favor of getting rid of the federal estate tax, a tax generally it's aimed at the wealthy, pretty much. And what he was implying that other tax cuts could favor